All right, we back talking some Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. He did an interview, I think, it was with Fight Hype. Before we jump into that, don't forget, just started the Twitter page. Going to relaunch the Instagram page, the Facebook page already. Y'all know what we do on there. Make sure you check the links in the description. Click them, follow us, like us, whatever it may be. You can inbox me personal questions, video requests, whatever it may be. I'll get back with you. You can ask anybody. Try to get back at the quick drop of a dime. Got a good response rating on Facebook on our like page, but yeah, we got those platforms popping off, and getting to the video. Triple G ain't. I'm gonna link this interview in the description as well. Before I start, he ain't trying to move up in weight. He said, "I small guy," and there was even a video him talking about he probably can make 154 with that bullshit again when he wasn't trying to fight Canelo at 155 and not trying to accommodate a compromise, but. Yeah, he's claiming that he's too small to move up. But I swear to God, he was willing to move up for Carl Froch and Chavez Jr. And he said only for a big fight that he would consider moving up to super middleweight. And for him, the only big fight there, for him, and that was worth his while, is two scenarios. Let's say Billy Joe Saunders moves up and captures a belt from George Groves or what the fuck. Beats George Groves and beats DeGale and Unify and kind of blows up in the UK. That's a big fight. Or a big fight with him would have been Chris Eubanks Jr. winning the World Boxing Super Series tournament. And that would fight he would have ran up for. But as far as Zurdo Gilberto Ramirez, he's been calling him out for years. And I feel Triple G, his star status ain't where it's supposed to be yet. He had an injury. He just not really coming back. He really ain't fighting nobody, at this point in Ramirez's career, Rocky Fielding, I don't think that's good enough. He needs to be trying to get, DeGale in the ring, Benavidez in the ring, other champions. Who was the idea? DeGale. You need to be trying to get those guys in the ring and unify, at least by next year. And then then if he can blow up that way, and then Triple G will entertain him. But Triple G, right, it's not a big fight up there for him, and he ain't gonna take a risk and move up just to call himself a two-time champion when the money is there with Canelo. He could fight Canelo 2 more times and retire, which we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But am I surprised that he won't move up? Yeah. He hasn't showed the ability to be great in his whole career. He ain't really been motivated. He really ain't been, beating his chest like he King Kong to go be great. And then, those same fans that support him will tell you that, well, Marvin Hagler never did this and never did that. But guess what? Marvin Hagler, it was a glamour division at the time. Motherfuckers moved up to fight him. Was it Duran, Leonard, Hearns? Guys moved up to fight him. So he didn't have to move up, looking for big fights. The big fights came to him or was already there. So that's the difference. Ain't really no big fights there for Triple G at middleweight that he's willing to take the risk for this time. Ain't no Duran, Leonard, or none of them Tommy Hearns there. Even like a John Mugabe, for him, who moved up from 54, I believe. That was a great fight for Hagler, but I don't think Triple G is willing to give a Mugabe a shot, like a Charlo, a Jacobs again, an Andrade. That will kind of be his Mugabe, a good action-packed fight, He's not willing to make that compromise. He wants everything, as far as upper echelon dollar and up, or a real easy fight, which is Vanes Monterrosian, so, he's in it for the $1 now. And like I said, his career, he hasn't been willing to be great. People would tell you that this dude had a Hall of Fame career. Fuck no. When he came over, okay, he won an intern WBA title. It turned to the regular title. He didn't beat nobody for it. The guy's probably driving trucks right now. The IBF title, David Lemieux won from the damn vacant title. David Lemieux is not world championship material. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He got demolished by Billy Joe Saunders. He got demolished by Marco Antonio Rubio. He got knocked out before that too. So, the motherfucker ain't shit. Okay, then you go to the WBC. Okay, he beat Rubio for interim title, and then Canelo handled him the full title. Come on. That's not them three. I've never seen a guy hold 3 titles with a weaker route to the titles. Can you not see that? Proska, who the fuck is that? Rosado, come on. Curtis Stevens, come on. Adamo, Ashita, come on. Willie Monroe, come on. Martin Murray was solid. Matthew Macklin, Daniel Gill, not that good, homie. In my black fight fan voice, ain't that good. Kell Brooker welterweight. Danny Jacobs. A lot of people, Danny Jacobs was this and that. Danny Jacobs beat him. I was there. He beat him, but Danny Jacobs' best win is over Peter Quitland, who was retired at the time. He had 1 foot in and 1 foot out the game. He gave his belt up coming off a draw versus Andy Lee. So, and that's the same Andy Lee that Chavez Jr. beat. Same Andy Lee that, Billy Joe Saunders beat for that title. So, like I said, man, this dude's, his career ain't shit, man. I'm sorry. Then at one time he had an opportunity to really show that he was Hall of Fame or pound for pound worthy. He shit the bed versus Canelo. Now, if Canelo was juicing, hey, I feel you. I got to give him a G pass on that one. But the fact remains he came up short. And now he's not willing to move up in weight. And I feel why Hagler wasn't willing to move up in weight because 68 was a European dominant division. Back in the day, a lot of those Europeans wasn't coming to America, and a lot of Americans wasn't going to chase the Europeans. So, for Triple G, I understand it. Ain't nobody up there right now that's going to make him a star. But, to be a 2-time weight champion in 2 different weight classes, I think it would be worth the opportunity. But I'm not docking him for not going up and being great. But, I'm not surprised. But we gone.